I don't even like quite know how to sit on the couch. I always go for this kind of formal, relaxed.
Casual smart.
Kia ora guys, welcome to this week's Wholesome Half Hour. We don't have a full-length episode for you this week, but we have this little short one, and then we'll be back with a full-length episode next week. Today I thought we'd just kind of spin a yarn for 10 minutes about, I don't know, I strongly believe that year 13 is like the best year in high school.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like, I don't know, I just remember like, I don't know, I guess like, when I was in high school, I like took a chill approach to it. And if I was to go back, I'd take maybe an even more chill approach to it.
I think the biggest thing for me that I really enjoyed in year 13 versus other years was all throughout high school, you constantly had teachers saying to you, you're adults now, you're adults now. And I think in year 13, that was the first year that they actually started to treat you like they felt like you were adults. And that's really polarizing, I think, because you realize that up until that point, despite them telling you that you are now an adult, they don't even believe it.
Yeah.
Because you really do notice when your teachers start to speak to you and treat you on more of a human-to-human level rather than like a teacher-student level, which I think has more sort of like hierarchical connotations, if you will.
Yeah, I agree. I remember my favorite teachers are all teachers I had a really good relationship in year 13.
Yeah.
I also remember just kind of having the most fun at school in year 13 because I don't know, it's the little things that kind of stack up. I don't know, like being able to leave school during lunch was real.
Late Mondays, early Fridays.
Yeah, I know at my school Basin Reserve, which is like a cricket ground, was nearby, and that was where all the year 13s congregated because it was much cooler to hang out there than in the school grounds.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And
But I just remember enjoying myself. Got the study period. Never studied in study period. You should study in a study period, but I don't know.
As we say, not as we do.
Yeah, I don't know. We'd have super. I remember this really fondly, and I'd look forward to this every week. And we had a 6-day timetable, so one every 6 weeks we would have had one of these. But
anyway.
We'd have super study, which was the lunchtime study block. So that meant from the start of interval 11 to 1:30, we were free.
Oh, yeah.
So we'd sometimes we'd get pizza, go to the basin, sometimes we'd walk around the city. It's a lot of time. It's very fun.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think one of the things that, just going back to the teachers, because I think that was one of the biggest points of difference for me in year 13.
Yeah.
Was actually, it's so funny how much your relationship with even just one teacher can change.
Yeah.
In particular, a teacher that I had for year 9 maths really, really didn't like him when I was in year 9. Really, really didn't like him. But at year 13, he was amazing. He was one of my favorite teachers. Obviously, I had worked with him for a few years at that point. But he was more honest and I think more raw with us, and I think he also felt more comfortable dealing with senior school than junior school.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting to me as well. He was also the first person that I ever heard say high school is not the best days of your life, and that has honestly carried with me. Thank you for that, Mr. May. Shout out. Because they're not. Sorry. His argument was that university was. He was like, high school is awful. I hated it. There's bullying, there's cliques, there's all that kind of crap. At university, sorry, I don't know. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. Anyway.
What did you say?
Crap.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine? Oh. But yeah, at university, it's not like that. You don't really have cliques. You end up just sort of gravitating towards people who have the same interests as you. And there isn't this competition and this sort of around the waterhole kind of a dynamic that you do in high school. I think for me also in high school at year 13 is kind of awful as it sounds, and against I think what a lot of us sort of say is we here at Study Time say is I was just so done.
Yeah. No,
I'm not done with education. I was done with high school. I was just done with being in that environment.
Yeah, university's interesting because you have, if you want to do well at university, you have to be willing to
put in the effort,
and put in the effort into studying, put in the effort into structuring your days and doing all those sorts of things by yourself. And if you don't do those things, university
you,
will
man.
not go well for you.
Yeah.
And like it will reflect in your results very quickly.
Yeah.
But if you are willing to do those things, it is a very good experience.
Oh, 100%. And I think it doesn't even have to necessarily be like university. I think it's just literally the next step after high school is probably infinitely better than being in high school. And I think it's only really something that you can appreciate from a distance as well, though. But it's interesting to me because unlike most things, I don't look back on high school with rose-colored glasses, I think. I don't remember overly fondly. I don't remember overly negatively, but I think it is one of the only things that I can go back and think about, but equally come up with things that I enjoyed and really disliked at the same time.
I think the only thing that you have to consider is it's one of those things where like the next step might be better, but you don't want to live in the future too much. You want to like make the most of the present as well.
Really hard.
Because that's really hard. That's a really easy trap to fall into. You think next year I won't be at school, life will be so much better. And then when you're at university, you think when I get a job, I'll have an income, life will be so much better. And then you get a job and you'll be like, oh, in 2 years I'll have more money, I'll be able to afford a house, life will be so much better. You have to like take the best advantage of the situation you're in. Otherwise you're always going to be living somewhere else and not in the moment.
Yeah, 100%. And I think sort of with that, when you know, a lot of year 13s and even year 12s will be thinking about, you know, what they want to do after high school. And it's fine if you don't know yet. It's fine if you don't know in a year's time. It's fine if you, like, it's fine. Nobody knows what they're doing. It's fine. It's all a lie. Nobody has their life together. But I think it is, while you probably want to get out of high school with a burning passion at this point, it is important to appreciate, I think, a lot of the things that you do experience in high school, but not necessarily high school. Like, Elizabeth, this is the shout out to you if you're listening. This is my mum, by the way. Please come and make me dinner every night again. Please. Please. Like,
see,
appreciate the structure that high school gives you and the kind of lack of responsibility that comes with it. You're responsible for studying, you're responsible for your own education, but also do bear in mind, and I'm not trying to be really annoying about this, but you know, you don't have to worry about living away from your family. You don't have to worry about, you don't have to worry about like paying bills. You don't really have to worry about money. If you're working, it's all fun money really, unless you're saving towards something, but you don't have like unexpected payments, and you have things like a safety net from your parents, whether that be, you know, emotional, spiritual, you know, financial, or you know, whatever it may be.
In year 13, you kind of get all the liberal aspects of life.
You get all the fun
the
stuff.
Greatest, the most fun stuff you'll ever get with the least amount of responsibility.
It's amazing. I had so much more money when I was in high school because I just didn't, like, everything I earned was like fun money, right? It's a lot of the joys of an adult without the responsibility of adulthood.
That I reckon is like a really
that is the highlight of
13.
100%. Driving, working, like having your own income, like being more independent, like being able to like really start doing things that you want to do, and you can organize something and see it to completion, and
but not having to pay insurance and rent. And
the power bill you forgot about.
The power bill you forgot about.
I'm
and the phone bill
myself.
that you forgot about.
And
the ACC bill that you forgot about.
Are we okay?
Nah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You got some beef with ACC?
Yeah, I do have some beef with ACC actually. Because like, okay, so if you're,
Oh my God.
This is a real aside. We'll wrap up very quickly after this.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. All right, cool. Quick fire.
So if you're a self-employed earner, you file your taxes. If you're self-employed, you know that you're going to file your tax. And like when you file your tax, pretty much like straight away, like the same day you file, the IRD tells you how much you have to pay. And you have like 6 months? I don't know. You have a decent period of time to pay it. So even if it's like $600 or $1,000 more than you expected, like you have enough time to like get that money together. ACC then sends you a bill because like if you're PAYE, like that includes ACC.
Pay as you earn. Taxes.
But if you're self-employed, you have to pay ACC as well. But ACC doesn't tell you like at the same time. They like send you a bill like 6 months down the line, and the like turnaround time's like 1 or 2 months. It's like way shorter.
That's really annoying.
So if you filed self-employed taxes for the first time this year, expect a bill from ACC in approximately 6 months. That's my rant for today.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
Thank you for listening. But the conclusion today is year 13 is awesome.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Make the most of it. Don't take life too seriously.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure that there is something equally, if not more exciting on the horizon. I think that doesn't mean that you can't appreciate what you are now, the situation that you are now in, and appreciate, the good things that come along with it, along with the bad. But that's like any point in anyone's life.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I think that's us for our sort of mini shorter video for the week.
Yeah, we'll see you back next, we'll have you back. We'll see you again next week.
Yeah, and so next week
Full length episode,
and we are going to have a guest.
Yes, yeah.
We're going to put out a sort of question thing, as we always do for everyone, but if you do have any questions, or if you're interested in knowing anything about sort of finance and money and...
Tax.
No, not tax. Stop talking about taxes. Taxes is done for you, except what he just talked about. Yeah. But that was really dismissive of me, eh?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's good to know I don't exist here.
But yeah, so if you have any questions about any of that kind of stuff, again, we're going to put out a question on our Instagram stories, as we always do anyway, so feel free to pop something there. Yeah. But yeah.
I'd love to see you, eh?
Yeah.
Come back.
Hang out with us.
Be wholesome.
It's cool, I swear.
Yeah.
Cool club, fun people. We'll see you next week.
Bye.